Hello, honey pie. Come away in and see who's at home today.
Granny Murray's house has two at home to play. Granny Murray's house is home too.
Who's here today? Well, we've got Maria and we've got Carrie. But don't just sit there, Pickles. Let's have some fun. Let's go outside. It's a beautiful day. Oh, who wants a shot Granny Murray's seesaw? Ready? Push. Whee! Woo! That's fantastic. We've got Maria and we've got Carrie. But someone's missing from home today. Who's coming home to Granny Murray? Who's that? Whose legs are those coming down the steps? Oh, it's Rebecca. Yes, with Mickey John. Hello there. Hello, Mickey John. Come on, darlings, come and see Rebecca.
Hello, chaps.
See Rebecca. Now Rebecca's here, we'll do something new. Why don't we dress Claude up as a big strong man? Off you go, my darlings.
Strong man, you mean like me, Granny Murray?
Oh, yes, Mickey John.
So, Granny Murray, what have you got planned for today?
Well, I'm taking the children for a walk round the city, and then we're all going to get ourselves weighed.
Oh, it's a great idea, and it might help the children to understand how heavy things are. It'll make it much easier for them when they get to the big school.
Oh, do some of your children not understand about how heavy things are?
Well, it can be tricky. Take my Rebecca, for example. She can never work out how she can't lift me up, no matter how hard she tries, but I can lift her right up in the air, no problem.
Are you Superman in disguise or something?
Not really, but I bet I can lift you up, Granny Murray.
No, stop it now, Mickey John. You can't lift me.
Oh, come on, let's try anyway.
No. Oh, no, away with you now. Right.
Okay.
Oh, now. Careful. Easy does it.
On three.
1, 2, 3. Oh! How did you manage to lift me so easily?
Well, the important thing about lifting things is how you lift them. Come and have a look.
Oh.
Now, if I want to lift this big cushion, I bend my leg at the knees, grab hold of the cushion, and then push up with my legs. See?
Now I see. It's amazing what you can learn when you see how something's done. Oh, you look at Claude.
Well, you certainly look like a strong man now, Claude.
Here you are.
Oh, what's this? A balancing butterfly. This looks like fun too. I'll take it to school with me. Thanks, love.
Goodbye, Dad.
Have fun with Granny Murray.
Come on, Pumpkin. Now remember, it's amazing what you can learn when you see how something's done.
Thank you, Granny Murray. I'll see you later.
Bye-bye, my darling. We'll be thinking of you.
Me too.
You keep a wee eye on Mickey John. Make sure he goes the right way to work.
I don't have much time. How can I speed across the river to work? That's right, thanks. I'm in a hurry. I need to speed to work. I'll take it on a speedboat. I'll be there quite quick. Hurry down the river. Splashing through the waves. Whining drives the speed up. Chugga slows us down. Rocking to the dock now, splashing to our stop. I'm in a hurry. I need to speed to work. I'm in a hurry. I need to speed to work. Hurry. And hurry, put my tie on. All snazzy and ready to go. Oh, Rebecca's balancing butterfly. Seesaw, Marjorie Daw.
Playtime already, Mickey John.
Oh, sorry, Rudy, I was just getting ready for today's lesson.
I'll believe you, thousands wouldn't. I just thought I'd pop in and say hello after taking an order from the canteen. Hey, did you hear? Why wouldn't the owl sing when it was raining?
I don't know.
Because he said it was too wet to woo! Oh, you'll like this one too. What's the...
Oh, you'll have to save that one for later, Rudy. It's 9 o'clock. Here comes my class. I better start work.
Oh, I suppose you're right. I'd better get back to work too.
Oh, could you come back a bit later and give the class a quick chat about weighing things? It's my special project.
Sorry, Mickey John. I'm going to be really busy at the market today. I'll tell you what, though. I'll have some stuff sent over to help you teach the kids about how much things weigh.
Oh, that would be great. See you, Rudy. Bye.
All the best.
Right, now, can you all get on with some silent reading while I take the register? I wonder if Rebecca's set off on her walk yet.
I love to skip in Riverseafingal by the sea. I love to skip in Riverseafingal, that's for me.
Oh, have a lovely day. I wish I could be a fly on the wall and see Rebecca at nursery.
What's it like at your school, Daddy?
Special delivery from Mickey John.
Well, let's see just exactly what Rudy sent over. Oh, well, bananas and turnips. Oh, and a coconut. All sorts of things. I'll be able to use all of these to teach the children about weighing things. Thanks for bringing them over.
Bye.
We'll do some weighing later, but there's still lots of hard work for me to do at school. My day is so busy.
Oh, with joy when I go to school in the morning, teaching with my chums and see the children learning. School day, work away. I'm learning when I'm teaching. I'm teaching, learning, teaching. School day, work away. Teaching to count and teaching to read, learn about birds and plants and seeds, playing games and sports outdoors, blowing my whistle and keeping a score.
School day, work
I'm
away.
learning when I'm teaching.
We're learning when he's teaching.
School day, work away. Oh, the secretary smiling as she does her organising. The Johnny fixes, the cookie mixes, and the cleaner keeps us shining. Oh, what with joy when I go to school in the morning. Holding the line in the dinner queue while the cookie cooks and serves the stew. Answering the questions where and why. How does it work and how does it fly?
School day, work away.
I'm learning when I'm teaching.
He's learning when he's teaching.
School day, work away. Oh, the children peep and eye me as they sit and try their writing. I take a look, I mark their books. The good ones get a smiley. Oh, what with joy when I go to school in the morning.
Can I talk now?
Yes, you can talk now, Louis. It's lunchtime.
Great. Rudy sent these over. It's a spare set of scales from his stall. Very high-tech.
Oh, is that one of those scales that talks? Oh, let's try it out. Come on, put it on my desk. Oh, one cabbage, wasn't it, darling? Here. Here's this one here. Fresh this morning.
0.5 kilos.
Incredible! Whatever will they think of next?
Let's try this coconut.
1.2 kilos.
Brilliant, just brilliant. Oh, this will be very useful later today. Thanks, Louis.
No probs, Mickey John. Catch you later.
Now, what can I weigh next? Of course, Rebecca's butterfly.
5 grams.
Rebecca would love to see this. I wonder what she's doing right now.
Come on, my darling. Oh, there it is there. Here we are. A special weighing machine. Oh, it looks fancy, doesn't it? And it speaks your weight. I went on last week and it said, Granny Murray, stop eating pies. Now, let's get the money out. Here we are. That's us.
16 kilos.
16 kilos? Wow, wait till we tell your dad that one, eh? Good girl. Whee!
I'm thinking of you, Daddy.
I hope you are having fun, my love.
Hiya.
Oh, Bobby, what brings you here?
I've just been showing my friend around the school. He's thinking about sending his son Lawrence here.
Ah, a brilliant choice, Bobby. I hope your friend has seen how great the school is. The teachers are incredible, especially me. We go on trips to museums and we have all the latest technology, all the latest high-tech gadgets to teach the children about weighing things. Here, take a look.
Ooh, wow. So, how does that work then?
Oh, there's nothing to it. You see this coconut? It weighs
1.2 kilos.
1.2 kilograms. And this turnip, it weighs
0.8
0.8 kilograms. Amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, sort of. Although, I still don't really understand how much things weigh.
Hey?
Well, just because these amazing newfangled scales can tell me that this turnip weighs 0.8 kilos, what does that mean?
Hey?
Is it heavy or is it light? Does this turnip weigh the same as 3 carrots? That sort of thing. I don't know. Call me old-fashioned. Anyway, I'd best be off. Good luck with your class later. Bye.
But... I thought these new scales would help the children to understand all about weighing things. But maybe Bobby's right. Oh, 1 o'clock. Time for class to start again. Oh, I want to teach the class all about how heavy and light different things are. But I don't know how to now. Where did the time go? At 8 o'clock, I dropped off Rebecca at Granny Murray's. Granny Murray told me she was taking the children for a walk today, and they were going to weigh themselves, just for fun. It gave me the idea to teach my class all about weighing things. At 9 o'clock, Rudy popped into the class with a joke for me. I told him about my weighing lesson, and he said he'd send some stuff over to help me teach the class about weighing things. At 10 o'clock, Louis interrupted our silent reading to bring in a big box of fruit and vegetables for my weighing lesson. At 12 o'clock, the children went for their lunch. Louis called by again with Rudy's special talking scales. We had fun listening as we weighed different vegetables. At 1 o'clock, Bobby popped in to say hello. I showed her the talking scales, but she still didn't understand about weighing things. She said she wanted to know whether things were light or heavy, or whether a cabbage weighed the same as 3 potatoes. And the talking scales can't show that.
Now remember, it's amazing what you can learn when you see how something's done.
Granny Murray said it's amazing what you can learn when you see how something's done. That's it. I have to make a different sort of scales where we can see how things balance or are too heavy or too light. Something like a seesaw. The class are waiting for their lesson. It's a race against time.
I gotta do it, I gotta do it. I gotta beat the clock before the chime. I gotta sort it, I gotta sort it. I gotta do the job on time. Like a busy bee, I'm gonna beat that bong. I'm gonna finish this job before I finish this song.
Do we think he's going to do it? Do the job that needs to be done? Will he know how to fix it? Will he finish what he has begun? He's a sure as we are friends, he will get there in the end, because he knows what he should do. Hard work and through.
I'm gonna do it,
He's going to do it.
I'm gonna beat the clock before the chime. I'm going to sort it,
He's going to start it.
I'm gonna do the job on time. Like a busy bee, I'm gonna beat that bong. I'm gonna finish this job before I finish this song.
With my new seesaw scale, it's much easier to see what's heavy or light. So, are you ready to do some more weighing? Yeah! Me too. Okay. This parsnip and this banana. Which is heavier? Yes.
Banana?
Let's see, shall we? Banana. Parsnip. Oh, well, they're about the same, aren't they? Right. Now, a turnip and a lettuce. Now, which one is heavier? Yes.
Lettuce?
Oh, you think the lettuce is heavier? Well, it's certainly bigger, isn't it? Let's have a look. That in there, bit of a tight squeeze. A turnip. Oh, the turnip's heavier, even though it's smaller. You see, you only ever really learn about weights when you see them in action.
special weighing machine to weigh the lorries. That must weigh about 50 tons. That's 20 elephants. Can you imagine? Oh, I bet your dad would love to bring his class to see this, wouldn't he? Oh, here, talking about Dad, we better get home soon. He'll be here to pick you up, won't he? That's it, keep safe. Come on, you two. Mickey John, come away, you. Look who's here, Rebecca.
Hello, beautiful girl. Hey, how are you, my friend? Have you had a lovely time?
Oh, you bet we have, eh?
Say thank you to Granny Murray.
Come here, my darling. Oh, good girl.
And thanks from me too, Granny Murray. You're saying it's amazing what you can learn when you see how something's done. Saved the day.
Well, I never did. Come on now, you'd better be off. Looking forward to next time.
Me too. Come on, Rebecca. Let's chat about our time away.
And I suppose you want me to tell you all about my time too?
Well, there was laying, running, creeping, jumping, chasing, painting, laughing, digging, bathing, dressing, singing, swinging, walking, sliding, hunting, hiding, jumping up and turning round, dressing up and sitting down.
But what was really special about today? Well, Claude was dressed as a strong man. Then Mickey John lifted me up and fell over. That gave Mickey John the idea of teaching his class about weighing things. Then I took the children to weigh ourselves. It was brilliant fun. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Me too. Bye-bye, Honey Pie. Hello, Honey Pie. Come away in and see who's at home today.
Granny Murray's house has two at home to play. Granny Murray's house is home too.
Who's here today? Well, we've got Hope and we've got Robbie. But don't just sit there, puppets. Come on, let's have some fun. What's Granny Murray got on her shelves today? Look, show Hope as well. You see, it's a wee watch. That used to be my granddad's watch. He was a guard on the steam trains. Look at this. Oh, I was in fashion in the 60s, you know. Oh, I used to wear this when I went to the dancing. Well, we've got Hope and we've got Robbie. Someone's missing from home today. Oh, not anymore. Who's coming home to Granny Murray? It's Rebecca with Mickey John. Hello there. Hello, Mickey John. Say hello to Rebecca, everyone. Come on, Angel. Come and see some of the things we've been playing with.
Oh, what a lot of spangly things. You'd have to be brave to wear some of those.
Oh, I know someone who's brave enough to wear them. Why don't you all dress Claude up with all the sparkly beads?
You know, I love looking at old things people have collected over the years. I'm a bit of a squirrel myself, you know, storing things away.
Let's hide ourselves over here, Mickey John. Come on.
I'm always saving things from places I've been and little mementos of things I've done. Here, take a look at this.
Oh.
This is a ticket from a pantomime that I went to see when I was a little boy.
Goody two-shoes.
That was the title of the show. And the best part was the Dagenham Girl Pipers playing in front of a real waterfall. Amazing.
That's a trip down memory lane.
And over the hill.
All right. Oh, taking the children on a trip down memory lane myself today. We're going to the Transport Museum in Helensbridge.
Oh, you lucky thing. I've always wanted to go there.
Here, why don't you try and get out and about a bit more with the children from your class? Getting out and about is such a treat. Oh, look at Claude.
Whoa.
Oh, Claude, you look dazzling.
He certainly is the bling bling king.
Well done, you guys.
Daddy.
And what's this? What is it? An old coin?
You take it and show your class, Mickey John. You can bring it back another day.
Oh, are you sure?
Oh, yes.
Thanks, Granny Murray. See you later, Rebecca. Bye-bye.
Goodbye, Dad.
Come on. Now remember, getting out and about is such a treat.
Thank you, Granny Murray. I'll see you later.
Bye-bye, my darling. I'll be thinking of you.
Me too.
Now, you keep a wee eye on Mickey John. Make sure he goes the right way to work.
I'm on my way to work today, walking my shoes through the city views, stepping along and swinging my arms, singing my way through the city's charms. Getting there is just so fine. I so enjoy my walking time. I always go the way I know. Can you show me the way I go? Okay, which way? Do I go left now? Do I go right? Which way is wrong now? Which way is right?
Right!
Okay, right, to the school. I'm on my way to work today, looking this way and that away. Hello, Ali. Hello, doors. Hello, steeple. Hello, walls. Hello, people.
He's on his way to work today. Looking this way and that way. Hey!
Do I go up now? Do I go down? Which way's a smile now? Which way's a frown?
Up!
Okay, that way, up. You told me the way to go. Thank you. You showed me the way I know. Here I am. Now what? Thanks. I need to put my tie on. All snazzy and ready to go. Just in time. I've got a great lesson for you today. All right, come on, have a look over here. Now, who can tell me what this is? Yes.
An iron.
It's an iron, yes. It's not like an iron we have now, is it? Now, that's more like the iron we know, isn't it? Who would like to have a look at this old and new iron? Yes. There you go. That goes. Right. What's that? Oh, I think my mobile phone's ringing. Hello? See, it's not a mobile phone at all. So we've gone from this to this. Yes, now, what's that there I see on the desk? Yes, it's a computer, isn't it? And you use that for writing. And can you think of anything old that you might use for writing messages?
A typewriter.
Ah, good man. Good man. Typewriter. Who wants this? Oh, careful. Do you know, you look so amazing with all your old and new things, I'd like to take a photo of you. Now, what have we got? Look at this. This is a very old camera. That's more like what a camera's like now. Now, who wants these? Over there, because you haven't got any. Right. Now, you've all got paper on your desks, and I want you to draw a picture of something old and something new. I wondered if Granny Murray's taken Rebecca on the train to the Transport Museum.
I love to skip in Riverseafingal, Riverseafingal by the sea. I love to skip in Riverseafingal, Riverseafingal, that's for me.
Ooh, Granny Murray! Hello, Raymond. We're going to the Transport Museum on Helen's Bridge.
Oh, lucky you. I hear it's really good. There's lots of old things to look at. Actually, I was just about to make some old-fashioned lemonade. Would you all like to try some?
Yeah!
Me too.
Ha-ha! Lemons! Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Would Madame like to try some?
Ooh, thank you very much. Very refreshing. Oh, Rebecca, I wonder if your dad's having a nice refreshing drink at school just now.
I can see you, Daddy.
Some of these pictures are really special. Look at this picture of an old-fashioned plane. It's brilliant. Oh, is that the time? The children will be back from their break any second. Time to crack on with some hard work. Oh, I whoop with joy when I go to school in the morning. Teaching with my chums and see the children learning. School day, work away. I'm learning, learning, learning when I'm teaching. I'm teaching, learning, teaching, learning, teaching. School day, work away. Teaching to count and teaching to read. Learn about birds and plants and seeds. Playing games and sports outdoors. Blowing my whistle and keeping a score.
School day, work
I'm learning, learning, learning when I'm teaching.
We're learning, learning, learning when he's teaching.
School day, work away. Oh, the secretary smiling as she does her organising. The Johnny fixes, the cookie mixes, and the cleaner keeps us shining. Oh, what with joy when I go to school in the morning. Holding the line in the dinner queue while the cookie cooks and serves a stew. Answering the questions where and why. How does it work and how does it fly?
School day, work away.
I'm learning, learning, learning when I'm teaching.
He's learning, learning, learning when he's teaching.
School day, work away. All the children peep and eye me as they sit and try their writing. I take a look, I mark their books. The good ones get a smiley. Oh, I whoop with joy when I go to school in the morning. Raymond!
Hi, MJ. Are you ready to take my publicity still?
Your what?
My
Oh, your picture for,
My one-man show about John Hopsworth, the first man to circumnavigate Riverseafingal on a bicycle.
completely slipped my mind. I'll just go and get my camera. Right. Now, you stand here and I'll take the photos from here. Okay. Right then, look dignified. Lovely. Good stuff. Now, hands on the handlebars if you want riding it. Now, wagging your moustache, that'll be funny. Doff your hat like a real gentleman. There'll be plenty of those you can use. I'll email the best ones to you later.
Oh, thanks. See you later.
I wonder how my Rebecca's getting on.
Two decks. Look at the funny stairs going up. Do you see them? Oh, look over there. Granny Murray's favourite, an old steam train.
I've been on one of those.
You've not, have you? Oh, Daddy's been on an old steam train. Look at the buffers. Do you see the circles, the buffers? And the size of the wheels. Oh, look at that, guys. Horses would pull that tram. There's no engine. Do you see that, Rebecca? Your dad would love to be here, wouldn't he?
Are you having fun, Daddy?
Oh, will you look at the time? I promised the children a treat this afternoon, and I haven't done anything about it. Where did the time go? At 8 o'clock, I dropped Rebecca off at Granny Murray's. The children were looking at a lot of old things that brought back some memories for Granny Murray. I told Granny Murray that I was giving my class a special lesson today, all about looking at old things and new things. At 9 o'clock, the lesson began. The children were fascinated, looking at all the old things and trying to see how they worked. Then the children drew pictures of old-fashioned planes, old cars and telephones. At 12 o'clock, it was time to stop working and have a break for lunch. I was so pleased with the children's brilliant work, I promised them a treat for the afternoon. Raymond stopped by, wearing a fantastic old-fashioned outfit. I'd completely forgotten, but I was supposed to be taking his photograph. And by the time I'd finished capturing Raymond in all his glory, it was 1 o'clock, and I hadn't prepared anything special for my class to do in the afternoon.
Now remember, getting out and about is such a treat.
Getting out and about is such a treat. Well, I can't take the whole class out and about today. but I can go out and bring a treat back for them. Oh, the class will be back very soon, so it's a race against time. I gotta do it, I gotta do it. I gotta beat the clock before the chime. I gotta sort it, I gotta sort it. I gotta do the job on time. Like a busy bee, I'm gonna beat that bong. I'm gonna finish this job before I finish this song.
Do we think he's gonna do it? Do the job that needs to be done? Will he know how to fix it? Will he finish what he has begun? Yes, we're sure as we are friends, he will get there in the end, because he knows what he should do and work it through.
I'm gonna do it.
He's gonna do it.
I'm gonna beat the clock before the chime. I'm going to sort it.
He's gonna start it.
I'm gonna do the job on time. Like a busy bee, I'm gonna beat that bong. I'm gonna finish this job before I finish this song. Now for a treat. This is a modern electric train that Raymond works on. It goes very fast because it's driven by electricity. And this is a very old train. It's called a steam train because steam from hot water makes it chuff, chuff along. And that's Raymond on an old bike. Ha. Now for a real treat. I hope Rebecca enjoyed her treat.
Oh, we'll have lots to tell your dad when we get home today, won't we, Rebecca?
I miss your daddy.
Mickey John, come away through. Look who's here, Rebecca.
Hello, beautiful girl. Hey, how are you, my friend? Have you had a lovely time?
Yes.
Oh, you bet we have, eh?
Say thank you to Granny Murray.
Come here, my darling. Oh, good girl.
And thanks from me too, Granny Murray. You're saying getting out and about is such a treat. Saved the day.
Well, I never did. Come on now, you'd better be off. Looking forward to next time.
Me too. Come on, Rebecca. Let's chat about our time away.
And I suppose you want me to tell you all about my time too?
Well, there was waving, greeting, hello, meeting, bye-bye, closing, waking, dozing, eating, sleeping, fetching, sketching, painting, stretching, gluing, chewing, sticking up and wiping round, washing up and slushing down. Then there was hugging, squishing, walking, pushing, dancing, dusting, shooting, choosing, talking, cooking, drying, cleaning, saving, cleaning, loving, joking, losing things and rushing round, picking up and putting down. Then there was laying brown and creeping, jumping, chasing, painting, laughing, baking, bathing, dressing, singing, swinging, walking, sliding, hunting, hiding, jumping up and turning round, dressing up and sitting down.
But what was really special about today? Well, Claude was dressed in all sorts of sparkly gems. He really cheered the place up. When Mickey John arrived with Rebecca this morning, the children and I were sorting through a lot of old bits and pieces. Some of them brought back memories. I told Mickey John that I was taking the children along to the Transport Museum in Helen's Bridge. I told him that getting out and about is such a treat. Then we took the train to Helen's Bridge. We rode all the way there in Raymond's buffet car. He made some of us old-fashioned lemonade. At the Transport Museum, we saw lots of old trains. They were very big. Mickey John got out and about too, so that he could give his class a treat. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Me too. Bye-bye, Honey Pie. Hello, Honey Pie. Come away in and see who's at home today.
Granny Murray's house has two at home to play. Granny Murray's house is home too.
Who's here today? Well, we've got Robbie and we've got Hope. But don't just sit there, cherry buns. Let's have some fun. What have we got on Granny Murray's shelves today? Old photographs, postcards. That's fantastic. How can we tell that the photographs are old?
Because they're black and white.
That's good. Well done. Do you know who this is? This is a picture of my great aunt Mitzi. Well, we've got Hope and we've got Robbie. But Someone's missing from Granny Murray's today. Oh, not anymore. Who's coming home to Granny Murray? Ah, it's Rebecca with Mickey John. Hello there. Mickey John. Hello.
my love.
Yourself. Oh. In we come, Rebecca. That's a good girl. We've been looking at old postcards and photographs. Oh, I came across a picture of my great-aunt Mitzi. Here, why don't you all dress Claude up as great-aunt Mitzi? That's the way. Kind sir, could you escort me to the drawing room?
Delighted to, my lady.
Oh. Oh, my great-aunt Mitzi was a wonderful woman. Obviously, she was quite old when I knew her, not quite the young woman she was in that picture.
She must have had a soft spot for you.
Oh, she did. You know, she used to knit me a pair of socks for my birthday every single year.
Really?
Yes, and I used to be able to tell how old I was by counting all the socks that my aunt had knitted for me.
Well, that is amazing. Do you know, ever since I was a young boy, my granny has knitted me a pair of socks every year for my birthday. In fact, I'm wearing a pair now. Look there, see?
Oh. Well, they look a bit worn. It must be getting near time for your birthday.
Oh.
Do you know, when I think of the years gone by, I think of socks.
Me too.
I'm taking the children to a museum today and we're going to imagine what it was like to have lived 100 years ago.
Now that does sound like fun.
Oh, will you look at Claude? Oh.
Very pretty, Claude.
Oh, well done, everyone. He looks just like my great-aunt Mitzi.
Here you are.
Oh, I can't take that. It belongs to Granny Murray.
No. You take that photograph, Mickey John, and use it for your lessons.
Thanks, Granny Murray. Well, I better be going. Bye-bye, beautiful girl.
Bye.
Hey. See you later.
Come on, then. Now, remember, when I think of the years gone by, I think of socks.
Thank you, Granny Murray. I'll see you later.
We'll be thinking of you, darling.
Me too.
Now, you keep a wee eye on Mickey John. Make sure he goes the right way to work.
Oh, I don't have much time. How can I speed across the river to work? That's right. Thanks. I'm in a hurry. I need to speed to work. I'll take it on a speedboat. I'll be there quite quick. Hurry down the river. Splashing through the waves. Whining, drives the speed up. Chugga, slows us down. Rocking to the dock now, splashing to our stop. I'm in a hurry. I need to speed to work. I'm in a hurry. Hurry. And hurry, put my tie on. All snazzy and ready to go.
Hiya.
Oh, morning, Bobby. Ha! I see you brought me some old clothes for my lesson today. Thank you. Let's have a look-see.
Look at this dress.
Oh.
It belonged to me mum. It's 30 years old.
What must your mum have looked like in this?
Never mind that. Look at these. They're from my dad's old wardrobe.
Oh, flair-tastic. They certainly wore their trousers wide in those days.
Well, your class will be here soon, so I'd better get off.
OK, thanks for the stuff. Bye.
See ya.
9 o'clock. I wonder if Rebecca's on her way to the museum yet.
I love to skip in Riverseafingal by the sea. I love to skip in Riverseafingal, that's for me.
Look at the old cases. Do you see? Oh, look at the old milk churn as well. They're very, very old, aren't they? Come and see what's in here. Oh, look. is a lovely wee room. Now, let's go and see what else we can find.
What are you doing in school, Daddy?
Oh, let's have a look at these. These are good, aren't they? That's excellent. A nice blue jumper there. And purple gloves. Lovely. Well, everything's moving along quickly this morning. The children are coming up with some ideas for a new school uniform. They're working hard, and so am I.
Oh, I walk with joy when I go to school in the morning. Teaching with my chums and see the children learning. School day, work away. I'm learning, learning, learning when I'm teaching. I'm teaching, learning, teaching, learning, teaching. School day, work away. Teaching to count and teaching to read. Learn about birds and plants and seeds. Playing games and sports outdoors. Blowing my whistle and keeping a score.
School day, work
I'm learning, learning, learning when I'm teaching.
We're learning, learning, learning when he's teaching.
School day, work away. Oh, the secretary's smiling as she does her organising. The Johnny fixes, the cookie mixes, and the cleaner keeps us shining. Oh, what with joy when I go to school in the morning. Holding the line in the dinner queue while the cookie cooks and serves a stew. Answering the questions where and why. How does it work and how does it fly?
School day, work away.
I'm learning, learning, learning when I'm teaching.
He's learning, learning, learning when he's teaching.
School day, work away. Oh, the children peep and eye me as they sit and try their writing. I take a look, I mark their books. The good ones get a smiley. Oh, what with joy when I go to school in the morning.
Right, that's all your work collected. Oh, that's lunchtime. Off you go. Hi, Tina.
Check out all this booty. Loads of costumes from the store and all for you.
This lot will really help out with my lesson this afternoon.
Oh, it certainly will. Oh, look at this. Oh, and how about this? Raymond loves this.
I'm not quite sure what period of history you're coming from there. Let me think.
Don't be silly. These are all parts of different outfits. But you knew that, right?
Yeah, of course.
Right, well, I'll be back this afternoon, and Raymond will be here in a minute to help you out.
See you later then.
Cheery.
I do have a lot to sort out. Maybe the picture Rebecca gave me this morning will inspire me.
I love to skip in Riverseafingal, Riverseafingal, that's for me.
Train go by. Look at the big steam engine. Wave, everyone. Wave. Hello. I bet your daddy would love that.
I'm thinking of you, Daddy.
All ready to go?
Ah, Raymond, I think I've got everything sorted out, yes.
Come on then, give it your best shot.
Oh, right, here goes. I'm going to tell you about all the different clothes that people wore over the last 100 years. For example, 40 years ago, a young man might have worn a pair of winkle pickers. That's another name for shoes that look like this. They're all pointy, see? Brilliant. And 30 years ago, a woman might have worn a dress like this. Ooh. But 100 years ago, people wore these. Now, these are called spats. And
Wait a minute. When was this again?
about 100 years ago.
And was that before or after the pointy shoes?
Before.
Look, I hope you don't mind me saying so, mate, but this is all a bit muddled. I haven't a clue what clothes are from when.
Yeah, I suppose it is a bit muddled. I've been working hard all day long to make my lesson fun and simple. But why is it all mixed up? Where did the time go? At 8 o'clock, I took Rebecca to visit Granny Murray. Granny Murray told me all about her great-aunt Mitzi. She used to knit Granny Murray a pair of socks for her birthday every year. I always get a pair of socks for my birthday too.
I was wearing a pair of my birthday socks this morning, and I showed them to Granny Murray. When I arrived at the school, Bobby stopped by with some clothes that her mum and dad used to wear. They were rather strange. At 9 o'clock, the school day started, and the children imagined how their school uniform might look in years to come. At 12 o'clock, Tina came to the classroom with lots of old-fashioned clothes for this afternoon's lessons. I was going through all the old clothes when Raymond popped in to see how I was getting on. The answer was, not very well. 100 years is a long time to think about, and I got rather muddled up.
Now remember, when I think of the years gone by, I think of socks.
Granny Murray was given a pair of socks for her birthday every year, and if she added up all the pairs of socks, she could find out how old she was. That's given me a brilliant idea for showing how the time has gone by. But will I be able to do it in time for this afternoon? It's a race against time! I gotta do it, I gotta do it. I gotta beat the clock before the chime. I gotta sort it, I gotta sort it. I gotta do the job on time. Like a busy bee, I'm gonna beat that bong. I'm gonna finish this job before I finish this song.
Do we think he's gonna do it? Do the job that needs to be done? Will he know how to fix it? Will he finish what he has begun? Yes, as sure as we are friends, he will get there in the end, because he knows what he should do.
I'm gonna do it.
He's gonna do it.
I'm gonna beat the clock before the chime. I'm going to sort it.
He's gonna start it.
I'm gonna do the job on time. Like a busy bee, I'm gonna beat that bong. I'm gonna finish this job before I finish this song. Now then, I'm going to tell you about the different clothing that people have worn over the last 100 years. Now, 100 years is a long time. So to help you think about that, I strung up 100 socks. Every sock is 1 year. Now, some of you have got brothers and sisters who are 4. So that's, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's here. And some of you are 7. Which is here. And I was born 35 years ago. Which is here. But I want to take you back all the way down here. Before you and I were even born. Before your grands and grandfathers were even born. 100 years ago. Where a country gentleman may have looked something like this.
Good day, sir. Here I am, all ready for a walk in the park. 100 socks ago. I mean, 100 years ago. Toodle pip.
What a jolly man. Right, let's go forward a few years now to, here. 70 years ago today. I wonder what sort of clothes people wore then.
What here? Anyone for tennis? Now, if you were playing tennis 70 years ago, you might have worn something like this. Tally-ho!
Right, let's go forward again to 40 years ago.
Well, what do you think of this gear then? From 40 socks ago. I mean, years ago. Maybe your granddad would have dressed like this when he wanted to look smart and stand out in a crowd. See you later, mate. Got to cut and run.
Right, let's see one more person from the past. This time, from 30 years ago.
Hello, darling.
Oh, wow. What a lot of, dress.
Yeah, do you like it? Yeah, I feel a bit like a clown, you know, with all different colours. Ta-ra, darlings.
Wow. What a lot of interesting clothes we've worn over the last 100 years. Come on, then. I hope Rebecca's having as much fun as I am.
Oh, Rebecca, you look lovely in that bonnet. Just think, 100 years ago, all the girls your age would have worn one of those. Oh, I wonder what Dad would make of it. Mickey John.
Hi, Granny Murray.
Come away through. Look who's here, Rebecca.
Hello, beautiful girl. Hey, have you had a lovely time?
You bet we have.
Say thank you to Granny Murray.
Oh, a big girdle. Oh, clever girdle.
And thanks from me too, Granny Murray. You're saying, when I think of the years gone by, I think of socks. Saved the day.
Well, I never did. Come on, let's get you home.
Come on, Rebecca, let's chat about our time away.
And I suppose you want me to tell you all about my time too?
Well, there was waving, greeting, hello, meeting, bye-bye, closing, waking, dozing, eating, sleeping, singing, swinging, walking, sliding, hunting, hiding, jumping up and turning round, dressing up and sitting down.
But what was really special about today? Well, Claude was dressed as my Aunt Mitzi because we were looking at what people wore 100 years ago. We could see what kind of clothes she wore by looking at an old photograph. I told Mickey John all about my favourite auntie. She used to knit me a pair of socks every year for my birthday. Mickey John told me his granny used to do the same for him. But there was a hole in his socks because they were rather old. I took the children to a museum where we tried to imagine what life was like 100 years ago. And Rebecca put on a bonnet. Mickey John explained to his class about olden times by looking at lots of socks. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Me too. Bye-bye, Honey Pie. Hello, Honey Pie. Come away in and see who's at home today.
Granny Murray's house has two at home to play. Granny Murray's house is home too.
Who's here today? Well, we've got Ellie and we've got Sean. But don't just stay there, my wee cream buns. Come on, let's get moving. Giddy up. Giddy up, Percy. Oh, come on, Percy. Oh, you got a frisky one there, Sean, haven't you? Come on, Percy. Me. Well, we've got Ellie and we've got Sean, but someone's missing from home today. Oh, not anymore. Who's coming home to Granny Murray? Oh, it's Mickey John with Rebecca. Hello there. Mickey John.
Oh, hey, this looks exciting. What are you playing at? I know. It's knights from the olden days riding home to their castle.
How wonderful. Let's dress Claude up as a knight in shining armour.
I am the brave knight Sir Mickey of Riverseafingal. Would you care to walk with me to the comfy part of the castle, my lady?
Oh, it would be an honour, Sir Mickey.
At your service, my lady.
Too kind. Do you know, I'm glad you made me think of knights in armour. I'm going to take Rebecca to the castle later to see what we can see.
We're having a Knights and Castles Day at school today. My old friend Professor Lumpton's coming to talk to the children. He knows everything there is to know about the days of old.
Do you know how the knights got on their horses?
Well, I just imagine they grabbed hold of the reins and climbed on.
No, the armour was so heavy, they had a big thing like a crane that would lift them up, swing them round and put them down on the horse.
It's amazing. I'm the teacher and you know more about knights and castles than I do.
Oh, it's surprising what you know when you think about it. Oh, look at Claude. Oh, Claude, you look like a knight in shining armour.
Oh, I leave you to guard the castle, Claude, while I go off to battle. Well, school, actually. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Now, this little fella's called a jester. Did you know that?
And he used to live in a castle. Did you know that?
Did he really? I must get Professor Lumpton to tell me all about jesters when he comes to school. Brave knights, fair ladies, farewell.
Now remember, it's surprising what you know when you think about it.
Thank you, Granny Murray. I'll see you later.
Bye-bye, my darling. We'll be thinking of you.
Me too.
Will you keep a wee eye on Mickey John? Make sure he goes the right way to work.
I'm on my way to work today, walking my shoes through the city views, stepping along and swinging my arms, singing my way through the city's charms. Getting there is just so fine. I so enjoy my walking time. I always go the way I know. Can you show me the way I go? Okay, which way? Do I go left now? Do I go right? Which way is wrong now? Which way is right?
Right!
Okay, right, to the school. I'm on my way to work today. Looking this way and that away. Hello, Ali. Hello, doors. Hello, steeple. Hello, walls. Hello, people.
He's on his way to work today. Looking this way and that way. Hey!
Do I go up now? Do I go down? Which way's a smile now? Which way's a frown?
Up!
Okay, that way, up. You told me the way to go. Thank you. You showed me the way I know. Thank you for getting me to work on time. Oh, yes. What's next? Oh, that's right. I have to put my tie on. All dressed and ready to go. Oh, hey. So, Mr. Jester, who's coming to visit us today?
Professor Lumpton, to talk about knights and castles.
I'm here. Oh, you're early, Professor.
Professor? No, it's me, Raymond. Don't you remember? I said I'd bring over this box of costumes for the children to wear in the school play.
Oh, yes. Oh, thanks for bringing him round.
So who's this professor then?
Oh, Professor Lumpton. He's an old friend of mine. He's coming to talk to the children about how people used to live in castles in the old days.
Castles, eh? Oh, well, there's a costume in here that might interest you.
It's a jester costume, like this little fella's wearing.
Every castle had a jester, you know. They didn't have television or computer games in those days, so the jester's job was to entertain the kings and queens and knights and ladies.
Ah, so that's what a jester did.
Yes, he'd tell jokes and make everyone laugh. Sometimes he'd sing funny songs, sometimes he'd be an acrobat.
Oh, he must have been a pretty clever fellow.
He had to be, because if he didn't make the king laugh, he'd be chucked out the castle.
Poor jester.
I know. Anyway, I better get back to work. So I hope the professor's talk goes well.
Thanks for bringing the costumes round.
See ya.
Hey. Gosh, I've learned a lot today and school hasn't even started yet. I hope you're having fun, Rebecca.
I love to skip in Riverseafingal by the sea. I love to skip in Riverseafingal, that's for me.
Here we go. Oh, Rebecca, you look just like a princess in a castle. Whoops, this hat looks a bit like an upside-down ice cream cone, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Just like I was telling your daddy earlier on. That's better. Oh, beautiful.
Are you working hard, Daddy?
All right, Mickey John.
Hello, Tina.
I've just popped in to see what time you want me to collect your Professor Lumpton from the train station.
Oh, yes, well, he's arriving at the station at 1 o'clock. Now, can you bring him straight here, because he's going to tell the children all about knights and castles?
Oh, knights and castles? Oh, well, then shouldn't he be arriving on a horse rather than in a taxi?
Why on a horse?
Well, in the olden days, if you wanted to get anywhere, you had to either walk or ride on a horse.
Oh, here comes my class.
Oh, well, I'll leave you to it then. I'll see you after lunch. Bye.
Right, let's get down to some hard work. Oh, I walk with joy when I go to school in the morning. Teaching with my chums and see the children learning. School day, work away. I'm learning when I'm teaching. I'm teaching, learning, teaching. School day, work away. Teaching to count and teaching to read. Learn about birds and plants and seeds. Playing games and sports outdoors. Blowing my whistle and keeping a score.
School day, work
I'm
away.
learning when I'm teaching.
We're learning when he's teaching.
School day, work away. Oh, the secretary's smiling as she does her organising. The Johnny fixes, the cookie mixes, and the cleaner keeps us shining. Oh, what with joy when I go to school in the morning. Holding the line in the dinner queue while the cookie cooks and serves the stew. Answering the questions where and why. How does it work and how does it fly?
School day, work away.
I'm learning when I'm teaching.
He's learning
children peep and eye me as they sit and try their writing. I take a look, I mark their books, the good ones get a smiley. Oh, what joy when I go to school in the morning.
Hi there.
Oh, hi, Dr. Juno. What can I do for you?
I was speaking to Tina earlier on. She said that Professor Lumpton was coming to speak to your children this afternoon.
He certainly is. Do you know him?
Oh, yeah, he used to teach at my university. He's brilliant. I wondered whether I could come and listen as well.
Of course you can.
Oh, thank you. Do you know, he always used to make castle life sound so interesting, but they were never really comfortable places to live. They were all cold and drafty, and they never had any carpets. They had stone floors with bits of straw thrown down.
Brrr, I wouldn't fancy that.
Well, I'll let Professor Lumpton tell you all about it later on.
Now, Tina's picking him up at the station at 1 o'clock.
Oh, well, I'll see you then. Thanks again.
I wonder if Rebecca and Granny Murray are at the castle yet.
There's a soldier with his green hat. Is he over there? Keeping the castle safe? Rebecca, your daddy would love it here, wouldn't he?
What's it like at your school, Daddy?
Is he here yet?
Oh, not yet, but any minute. Get yourself settled in at the back. We're going to be in for an interesting afternoon.
I'm so excited.
Me too. Ah, Tina, you made it. Well done.
Mickey John?
Where's Professor Lumpton?
He's not coming.
What?
What? I'm sorry to bring bad news, but the professor missed his train and he's left a message at the station to say that he won't be able to make it today.
Oh, no.
This is a disaster. I've been talking about Professor Lumpton all day and everyone was so looking forward to him coming. Now the children have no one to tell them about knights and castles and they'll be back from lunch any minute. Where did the time go? At 7 o'clock, I dropped Rebecca at Granny Murray's. I told her about Professor Lumpton coming to talk to the children about knights and castles. Granny Murray knew a lot about knights and castles too. At 8 o'clock, I got to school, and Raymond arrived with a box of costumes for the school play. He showed me a jester's costume and told me all about what jesters used to do. At 9 o'clock, Tina popped in. She wanted to know what time to fetch Professor Lumpton from the station, and she said he should really travel by horse, just like people did in the old days. Then the children arrived and we started our day. At 12 o'clock, it was lunchtime. Dr. Juno came to ask if she could hear Professor Lumpton talk to the children. She remembered lots of things he said about castle life. At 1 o'clock, Dr. Juno came back for the talk. We were so excited. And then Tina arrived with some very bad news. The professor had missed his train. So now there's no one to talk to the children.
Now remember, it's surprising what you know when you think about it.
It's surprising what you know when you think about it. So, what do I know? Well, Granny Murray told me about knights. Raymond told me about jesters. Tina told me about how people travelled. And Dr. Juno told me what it was like to live in a castle. So there's loads I know I can tell the children. I'll have to make it really interesting, though.
You can do it, Mickey John!
Yeah, but it's a race against time.
I gotta do it, I gotta do it. I gotta beat the clock before the chime. I gotta sort it, I gotta sort it. I gotta do the job on time. Like a busy bee, I'm gonna beat that bong. I'm gonna finish this job before I finish this song.
Do we think he's gonna do it? Do the job that needs to be done? Will he know how to fix it? Will he finish what he has begun? He's as sure as we are friends, he will get there in the end because he knows what he should do.
I'm gonna do it.
He's gonna do it.
I'm gonna beat the clock before the chime. I'm going to sort it.
He's gonna start it.
I'm gonna do the job on time. Like a busy bee, I'm gonna beat that bong. I'm gonna finish this job before I finish this song.
So, what do I know, hearty ones? Well, I know that living in a castle looked a bit like this. And we also know that knights used to put on their heavy armour and fight their fierce battles. And I know that if you ever wanted to go anywhere, you had to go on a horse. We know that castles weren't warm and they weren't comfy, but the lords and ladies always had a jester to keep them laughing. And jesters knew a song or two.
Sir Richard was a knight of old who drove a horse and cart. But when his horse forgot his oats, his cart would never start. His mother said, "That rickety thing, go chuck it in the ditch." But Dickie said, "No, mother dear, this cart will make us rich." One day he drove it past the king to show his cart with pride. The king then hailed and stopped him and jumped in for the ride. He said, "I think I want one, now here's a bag of gold." Sir Dickie said, "Your Majesty, to you this cart is sold."
Oh, well done, Mickey John. That was brilliant.
Oh, yes, you made castles and knights sound just as exciting as Professor Lumpton did.
Thanks. I never knew I knew so much. Well, my day's gone better than I'd hoped. I hope you're having a good day, Rebecca.
Nowadays they make them, don't they? They sure do. And there's a policeman on a horse. Not quite a knight in shining armour, but he keeps us safe all the same. Oh, we'll have to be heading home soon, Rebecca. Your dad will be coming to fetch you, won't he?
Where are you, Daddy?
Mickey John, come away through. Look who's here, Rebecca.
Hello, beautiful girl. Hey, how are you, my friend? Have you had a lovely time?
Yes.
Oh, you bet we have, eh?
Say thank you to Granny Murray.
Come here, my darling. Oh, good girl.
And it's thanks from me too, Granny Murray. You're saying it's surprising what you know when you think about it. Saved the day.
Well, I never did. Come on now. You'd better be off. Looking forward to next time.
Me too. Come on, Rebecca. Let's chat about our time away.
And I suppose you'll want me to tell you all about my time too?
Well, there was hacking, squishing, rocking, pushing, dancing, dusting, shooting, choosing, talking, cooking, drying, cleaning, saving, cleaning, loving, joking, losing things and rushing round, dressing up and sitting down.
But what was really special about today? Well, Claude was dressed as a knight in armour because Mickey John told us about his professor friend who knew all about knights and castles. We dressed up too, to look like ladies from the olden days. Rebecca looked like a princess. Later on, I took Rebecca to look at the castle. We saw a policeman on a horse. He was like a knight, but without the armour. The castle was fantastic, and we wondered what it would be like to live in one. And while we were wondering, Mickey John was telling his class exactly what it was like to live in one. When he thought about it, he was surprised at how much he knew. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Me too. Bye-bye, honey pie.